Yo guys, what is going on? I am back today with some more Furfrou shiny hunting, hopefully for the last time. Would be nice, but who knows at this point, you know? Ha. Would be, wouldn't it? I might just prematurely ban Bob for the next 2 hours in all chats. Doesn't sound like a terrible idea, to be honest. Why wouldn't I? Only have 700 points, so you can still type messages, unfortunately. How did you type the Google Translate logo? What the hell? How did you do that? Oh, wait, what? What? Wait, what? No, hold up. I gotta record this and put it in Discord. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Hold up. What the hell? Bob sent this. Hold up. Bob sent this message. It starts with the Google Translate logo and then says, please, no, yes. But then when I hover over it, it says, please, no, with 3 O's. Like, what the heck? Wait, what? Hold on, I'm just making sure it doesn't show anything that it's not supposed to, but I think it doesn't. Like, what? That looks so cursed. I've never seen that before. Put it in the Discord. I genuinely have never seen that before. It's a sign hex to not ban me. Sure, buddy. Right. That's definitely how that works. Well, there's the goats. Now we don't see any more goats for the rest of the day. We're in the DC? Yeah. Can you not see that either though? Like, that's so weird. What did you send? Can you send it again? Nope, I can't. Hello there, Moondrop. You're for once early? Alright. Fair enough. It does it again, Bob! What did you send? Did you send please no yes or please no? What the heck? Well, it might be a bit too early, Moondrop. I probably will not find a shiny for like about an hour from now. Okay, you sent it with triple O's. What the hell? That's so cursed. Can I like turn this off somehow? No, I cannot. What the heck? That is so cursed. I beg you. I sent it to Discord, right, Bob? You can see it. Why am I attacking a Skiddo? Piss off, Skiddo. How are you doing today, Moondrop? Hope you're having a nice day. There's Furfrou, and hopefully I don't really see any other Pokemon anymore in X and Y until I complete my Shiny Living Form decks, I think. I don't know, maybe I have some reason to play this game again. I don't really see why. Oh, no, I'm Shiny Hunting Gabite in this game. Okay, fair. That is some fast music. What the freak sauce? But if I write Liz yes, well, then write it. Dude, if we get a shiny right now on a one chain, it also wants to Google Translate it, but this time it wants to Google Translate it to please yes. This one doesn't change anything. Oh, no shiny on a one chain. That would have been insane. That would have been a very short stream. Oh, that would have been really funny though. That would have been a great conclusion to my final Pokerator hunt. That would have been really funny, but oh well. We don't live in that universe, apparently. I don't know, Bob. Hello there, Dan Odds. Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing? Why do I kind of recognize you? Well, you are not a first-time chatter, so you have chatted in my stream before. I also really do not recognize your name though, so I don't know. How are you doing today? Did you go by another name in the past, or...? What? Cake gets translated to you are. That's crazy. No, this can't be Cake, because Cake is a mod. What the heck is this? YouTube chat is bugging out, bro. Is there like a way to turn this feature off? It's so terrible. It really just translated Cake to you are. You are beautiful. That's the message you just sent. That is actually the message that is in my chat right now. I'm gonna see if I can turn this off because I genuinely cannot read your messages. Turn off YouTube chat auto translate. Settings, but I don't have settings. Where is this? What the hell? What if I write a Dutch word? Do. Actually, for once, I asked you to try it. Probably Danraz? Ooh, don't recognize that either. Yes, my favorite Dutch word, ladder. You are really smart, Bob. Really, really smart. What the hell? Yep, that got translated. Hold up. I legit cannot read these chat messages though. Everything I send gets translated? Yes. It's super cursed. I don't know. Gangster? Why did you change your Twitch name so often, my man? Maybe you sent one message once a while ago, but none of those names seem familiar to me, unfortunately, bro. Maybe cake means you are in another language. That's what I'm guessing. YouTube be bugging out, though. Huh. I'll go here then. Oh, that's a good idea. I guess that works. Hello there, Ted. Oh, that's a fast chain break. Jeez. Went through lots and lots of phases. Damn. That's very interesting. How are you doing today, Ted? Gets translated to sandwich, which is also kind of weird, but that's what I got translated to. Funny the second I joined Twitch. Maybe you are a curse mob. What one are you even shiny hunting? Furfrou, my 10th one, I think, I'm pretty sure. The final one, that's what, that one I know for sure. I mean, I can't form change them until home compatibility comes out before April 8th. Maybe it's normal, I'm not sure. No, Bob, it has never happened before. This is a new feature. Rock, sports, anime, kid, etc, etc. People go through that many phases usually? That's very interesting. I don't know, I just like Pokemon, kinda. That was about it. Also, what kind of... Oh, rock as in music. I was gonna say, what kind of phase is a rock? Like rock climbing? But no, you meant the music, probably. That makes a lot more sense now that I say it out loud. Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't really sound like many phases, Bob. Hello there, Mr. Me. How are you doing? But, like, why can I not turn off the auto translations on YouTube? It's so cursed. I don't know, maybe I just don't read the YouTube chats today. Nah, I will, probably, likely. What the hell, bro? Bro's having a stroke while typing. Good, how about yo? Ah, I like that one. I'm doing good. No shining this morning stream, unfortunately. No Unknown, man. Unknown is bullying me. Maybe Furfrou tonight. Although we already broke a chain today. Hooray! I'm in the rock phase. Yeah, exactly. Bro became the Moai. YouTubers is glitchy, like turns out for a while managing moderators for YouTube channels couldn't view comments on shorts. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, I don't think I have any managing moderators, so... It's not a boulder. It's a rock. Yep, even shorts. Wait, which one is shorts? I have two chats. I don't know which one is shorts. But whatever Mr. Me just sent it in. Also auto translates, which is the other chat. It's really great. What was shorts? Okay, okay. So both of the chats translate for no apparent reason. Can I turn off translations in this chat? No. God, YouTube, why does it get worse every day? It's crazy. Am I resetting here? I'm resetting for a damn Furfrou so I can start the chain. Ah! But I keep getting 5%. Minen to Abra. Can I please get a 10% Furfrou? That'd be really amazing, honestly. Because vibe coders are getting old enough to have jobs. So true, bro. So true. Out of all, why Furfrou? Well, I only need 10 more shinies, and Furfrou is one of them. So... I'm choosing to hunt Furfrou. Oh, that's really funny. Bob's one got translated to chips, while Ted's one got translated to fries. Masuda method exists, you know, and it's like 10 times slower than Pokeradar. Why would I want to do Masuda over Pokeradar? I don't know, using Pokeradar you get a shiny Furfrou in about 2 hours. Using Masuda method? Like, you hatch about 1 egg a minute, it would take like 10 hours. Would you rather see shiny 5% Pokemon instead guaranteed Furfrou? Bro, Furfrou has 100% encounter rate in Pokeradar. That's the Pokeradar. You just need to start the chain. That is the only time you have a 10% encounter rate. Just need to start a chain. After that, it's only Furfrou. Well, unless I break my chain, in which case it wouldn't be Furfrou anymore. No, Masuda method, I try to dodge that as much as I can. The only thing I'd rather do Masuda method then is random encounters, probably. If I can avoid random encounters by doing Masuda method. I bless you, more like a curse to get a 5. I can't get a 5% shiny. That is almost impossible. It is technically possible. But like, the odds of me getting a 5% shiny is 1 in 20,000. Whereas the odds of me getting a shiny Furfrou is 2 in 5. That is the reason why there's a hatred for Masuda in this chat, yes. We're gonna break first, the chain or your console? Right. I'm not gonna break my console, what the heck? I don't know. Masuda in Gen 8 and 9 is really not that bad. Masuda in Gen 6 sucks though. Chance for 1 in a million, there's still a chance for it to happen. You're not wrong. The thing is, it's just very unlikely. I've moved to hunt in Rock Tunnel now. Alright, good luck. Can you do encounters faster in Rock Tunnel through something like Sweet Sand in Gen 3? Or is it just good luck? I like to start my chain though. I've seen like 4 Abra and 2 Minen. All 5%, but no Furfrou. Like, what is up with that? Just running around, alright. Are you at least using like, I don't know, Black Fluid or something that increases your encounter rate? Or literally just pure running? Isn't Gen 3 the worst Pokemon to shiny hunt? What? That's a sentence. The Black Flute is Ruby Sapphire only. Aha, did not know that. I mean, to be fair, Gen 3 is probably... I mean, Gen 3 is the only generation that has shinies without a shiny hunting method. So yeah, I guess in a way Gen 3 would be the worst gen to shiny hunting. Although, let's be honest, Masuda method in Gen 4 is slower than random encounters, and the same goes for Gen 5. Gen 4 has at least Pokeradar in 60% of the games, I guess. Gen 1 is worse. Yeah, you can't get a shiny in Gen 1, though. Gen 5 on the other hand, Gen 5 at least gets Masuda shiny charm in half the games. Oh my god, that's a 5th Abra before Furfrou! Holy moly! We're also seeing 5 Abra before a Furfrou. Like, those have got to be really small too. Damn. Isn't Gen 2 Japanese version a really easy shiny with the egg given in a daycare? That's Pokemon Crystal. Pokemon Crystal Original Japanese or Pokemon Crystal Virtual Console has 1 odd egg Pokemon. But yeah, like Gen 2 has shiny hunting methods. It's just Gen 3 that doesn't. I guess my curse is applied, apparently, yeah. Gen 9 is actually the hardest gen to hunt is definitely a sentence that is just not even close to true. Kid. What? I'm at over 150 hours on Leaf Green. Guess how many shinies I have? 1. There we go! It's a Furfrou! Don't modern Pokemon games just have bot trading you whatever you want? Ever since the DS, maybe even the GBA, you can get any shiny you want in 10 seconds by hacking. That has always been the case, Ted. I've been hunting Mirana for 4 years and still don't have it. Must be 1 in a billion. Right, buddy. What the frick, Bob? What are you talking about? Running shiny locked. Yeah, no, really. You think he said that unironically? Bruh. Undeserved? Nah, not really, Bob. Let's try not to break this chain then, shall we? The last 2 chains have broken, which means I'm now due for a non-broken chain, question mark? That's definitely how that works, right? I mean, last one broke on a 4. I'm fine with breaking on a 4. You do not, I'll rejoin Twitch and your chain shall break. Ah, that's a good point. The game, no, your fate is pain and broken chains, yeah. Is there any reward for filling the Fire Red Leaf Green decks? Yeah, you get a nice certificate. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, hello? Another 4 chain break? That's crazy. That is so unlikely. Well, I guess we're gonna try one more chain probably today then. What the freak? Oh, and now we get more Airbra. No, that makes sense, that makes sense. Reminds me of someone who came into my friend's chat. I just caught a shiny Semizenta in 500 reset back in Sword Shield. And we roast that kid to the brim. I don't know, I wouldn't... If somebody came in my chat saying that, I'd be like, good for you, buddy, and just ignore them. What is the point of roasting the kid? You sound like your kid's yourself, I'm gonna be so completely honest. And how do you know that they didn't unshiny lock it? Yeah, it's probably very obvious from the type of messages that people send, but... Maybe he meant 500 Pogo raids? I have a feeling he did not mean that. What are the odds of not getting a shiny in 500 raids? What, that is e to the power 25. That is 1 in 7 with 10 zeros chance that that happens. That is what, 1 in 17, 1 in 70 billion that happens. So you need 500 raids. What does the E mean? What do you mean, what does the E mean? Oh, E? Oh, the odds of you not getting a shiny by the time you reach odds is 1 over E, as in the number E. Euler's number. I mean, it's not exactly E, but it's practically E. Hello there, Tiger. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're subbed again? Again? Doesn't look like you resubbed. Alright. Interesting. I had a 6.9 out of 10 on my math test. The lowest grade I've ever gotten for a math test was 5.8. 6.9 would have been really low for me, but I know it's not for other people. So, good for you, Bob. As a matter of fact, nice. Some would say. You're proud of me, I'm proud of you, Bob. Now, please, you passed your math test, now you're not allowed to make any mathematical errors in chat anymore. Because clearly you know math. Obviously. Two plus 2 equal 5. I decided on my career. Ooh. Nice. Good for you. I love how that equation you put in got translated. No, the YouTube auto translation is definitely something. I'll be an astronaut. Oh, of course, buddy. Of course you will, buddy. Uh-huh. To what? To the exact same message, Bob. First British man on the moon? Has there never been a British man on the moon before? I guess that makes sense. I'm serious. Are you though? You know, it's really, really hard to become an astronaut, right? uh, 60% serious, you need to learn Russian. I think out of all things that require you to become an astronaut, learning Russian is probably one of the least of your worries. I would imagine. You can probably learn Russian within a year. Whether you can learn rocket science within a year, I don't know about that. I speak Russian, trust. Right, right. You're gonna need to learn an alphabet and pronunciation. Okay, but learning their alphabet and pronunciation genuinely takes like 2 hours. That is really not an issue at all. Like, more than half the alphabet is just Roman. The other half, yeah, sure, there's some kind of weird characters, but it really shouldn't take that long. No, Bob. You can teach French if you need, yeah. Uh-huh. You have Russian friends? Interesting. What is that? Oh, never mind, I'm stupid, Mr. Me. Yeah, Taiga does unfortunately speak French. Crazy. French is the worst language of all, in my opinion? Why? That is most certainly a statement. Oh, I speak English. Really? Would not have thunk that. Damn. Do you speak any second languages, Mr. Me? I'm guessing no, probably. I want to do one more Furfrou chain. It's kind of not happening. Just the amount of rules they have and their logic is weird. Can you please not swear, my man? Okay, but have you learned German, Ted? Do you know the amount of stupid grammar rules that German has? That's way worse than French, I feel like. I know about 6 Spanish words, that's all I've got down. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Exactly. I have to learn German, French, English, and Dutch. Ah, well, be happy, Bob, you only have 4 languages in school. I had 6 languages. In 8th and 9th grade, I had 6 languages, all at the same time. No, that's fun. I'm fluent in it, but I am from Limburg, so my dialect is close enough that I can understand what I want. Ah. I mean, yeah, I probably understand German easier than French, because German is so similar to Dutch, but if you're learning it from scratch, French is way easier to learn than German. I don't know which language would be harder for English people, I really don't know. You chose for Latin and Greek? Oh, that's a good point, I guess. Not your lucky today. Not your lucky day. I know. I've seen another 2 5% before the 10%. It really is not my lucky day today, but... I don't know, we just one more chain, maybe the next chain I do get it to Furfrou shiny, you know? You never know. Just would like to get the chain started. That'd be pretty sick. We're complaining on what language is hard to learn while Hex learned that language. Learning is an interesting word. First of all, I only had Latin for 3 years, where I had Greek for 5 years. Although the Greek that I learned probably also doesn't get spoken anymore. And in addition to that, we never learn how to speak the language, we just learn how to read it using a dictionary. I speak Baguette, British, American, which are definitely completely different languages. Some Donde está la biblioteca, and I'm a weeb, so I know otaku country words. Right. What's your opinion on your smaller northern neighbor? That's an interesting question. But you know, the Netherlands also borders France, right? Although only in the south, but that also speaks French. Okay. There we go. How many countries does France border? It's gotta be a lot, right? Could live there. They banned gambling. Oof. Well, that's a good point. No gacha. How many countries does France border? They border Belgium, Germany, Luxembourg, Andorra, Monaco, Spain, the Netherlands, Guyana, Suriname, Brazil. They border Switzerland? Yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. That makes sense. They border Italy? They probably border Italy as well. Where my cookie run in Pokemon Mask? In Belgium? Damn. I mean, if we can count sea borders, there's gonna be a lot more. France is a nice country, but the people can be censored. Yeah. It's often gachas. Yeah, but not all gachas. Mario Kart Tour was allowed. There are a lot of other gacha games. You know, gacha games are allowed as long as the odds of the pools are known. That is literally the entire... That is how it works. If the odds are known, it's legal. If the odds are unknown, it's illegal. That's it. Which makes Pokemon Go an illegal game technically, but for some reason it's still allowed. The rules make so little sense. I don't know, man. Brother, can I stop finding 5%? It's insane. Holy moly. How come so many people don't like the French? Because of what they did? Maybe. And okay, a lot of them are a-holes. I'm not saying all, absolutely not, but a lot of them are. And not the Germans. Do you know how many restrictions Germany got after World War II? France has like 0 restrictions on anything after all they did. Or even worse, the Dutch. I don't like the French either, says the one that's French. Like my dad, when he was like 20, went to France, but he didn't speak French. They were in the northern side of France. He tried to speak German to them, asking what the price was, and eventually he gave up and just tried to walk away, and suddenly they answered him in fluent German. Okay, that is really weird. Especially when your dad was 20? Yeah, okay, nobody in France spoke any other language than French. But that is just weird. Oh no, we don't. We care about our nationality. We only speak French, but we don't want to lose customers. French people are so stubborn that they refuse to speak a language other than their own. You know what? I do that too. If you speak to me in a language that I might understand, but it is not an official language of this country, I am not responding. If you come to the Netherlands and you ask me questions in French or German, which I might understand, I don't care. I really do not care. I'm just ignoring you. We have the worst population after the Americans? Yeah, I don't know. I also want to say that the younger generation of France knows a decent bit of English. The French people are also bad at their own language, fun fact. Dutch people do default to English if we detect you try to speak Dutch while not being native. Exactly. But, I mean, Dutch is the closest language to English that exists. So, in a way, it might make sense. Also, dude, I've not seen a Furfrou in like 10 minutes. What are we doing here? Hello? What is my encounter rate today, apart from abysmal? It's actually insane. You're gonna go, Tiger. Alright. Have a nice rest of your day. What route is this even? I think 5. Pretty sure this is 5. Before I leave, a fun fact. Help? What fun fact are they about to give? And is it truly a fun fact, or is it a disturbing fact? Guess what's the second most searched Pokemon in the US? I don't know, man. Eevee? Oh, Flamigo, because I always misspell. I've heard that before, to be fair. Nope. Okay, what is it then? I'm curious. Oh, it is Flamigo. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've heard that before, but also not from the MNJ TV video. Can I please find a Furfrou? Oh my lord. Usually, if I don't have a chain after the 30-minute mark, I end stream. Bye-bye, Taya. But I was like, hey, I haven't seen a Furfrou in like genuinely 15 minutes. It's a 10% encounter rate. I've done like at least 30 encounters. Like, what the frick, bro? Why you want a shiny Furfrou, by the way? Well, I want all shinies, and I only need 10 more. And one of those 10 is a Furfrou. There we go. Oh my god. Alright, if this chain fails, the stream is over. But let's just hope that we get a shiny Furfrou out of this. That would be nice. Okay, I thought that was a good patch, but at this point, Even on a 1-chain, I'm not risking that anymore. No, I should. I think something is a good patch on a 1-chain. I should go for it for sure. This chain is just not gonna go well. What? No, I am checking the VOD. What the hell? No, this 100% was a good patch. Okay, Pokeradar is cursed today. Insanely cursed today. Shiny decks in general or in XY? In general, I have 1,253 unique shinies out of 1,263 unique shiny huntable shinies. I need Unknown E, Unknown R, Deoxys Attack, Deoxys Speed, Shaman Sky, Jirachi, Manaphy, Gebite Mail, Garchomp Mail, and Furfrou. Maybe that guy was right about Masuda. Dude, I don't even have the ability to set up Masuda on I guess, I don't know. Oh, no, I have all shiny Furfrou in Pokemon Go, Ted. That is not something I'm worried about. Pokemon Go does not count for my shiny living decks. That if I counted Pokemon Go for my shiny living decks, I would literally be done. Apart from Manaphy, I guess. But I would have started hunting Manaphy like a year ago. Like, if I counted Pokemon Go, I'd be done so much sooner. This might happen while I wasn't here. Dude, how do I fail after... How do I fail the chain after one? I have failed 3 chains today. On a 4, a 4, and a 2. Like, what the hell? One more. I'm not doing one more chain, bro. Please. Okay, how about we do 5 more encounters? Sure, Bob. We do 5 more encounters. And if none of those are Furfrou, then I'm ending this stream, bro. 1. Five from me, 5 from Mr. Me. No, you got 5 encounters. -4 for Mr. Me. 2. Today is just cursed. I can't encounter Furfrou today. I do not know why. But today is just cursed. Seriously cursed. Oh, it's 3. Also, Mr. Me, you down to play Fortnite in like 5 minutes once stream is over? Together, or do you not wanna? Do you wanna play on your own? Sure. This is not a Furfrou. No, it's a 5% Abra, because that makes sense. No. What the frick? Do I just have a cursed seed? Alright, if this is not a Furfrou, then I'm ending the stream, bro. It's crazy. Okay, today is cursed. I'll be back tomorrow morning with some shiny hunting for, what is it, Jirachi, Shaman, and Deoxys. And maybe I'll be back tomorrow evening with some more Furfrou hunting. But this is just so cursed. This is the most cursed Pokeraider stream I've ever done. For sure. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again some other time. Bye-bye.